Today's words of wisdom, reincarnation is a fact, will be presented in Malay and English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulasese or Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Urdu, and Turkish. Malaysia memang sebuah negara yang indah. Negara ini dikurniai banyak bukit dan gunung yang ditumbuhi hutan tebal. Kawasan pantai yang dipinggiri pokok-pokok palma dengan air laut yang kehijauan dan cahaya matahari yang keemasan serta lagun air tawar. Tarikan utama Malaysia adalah dari pencakar langit yang mencual tinggi. Dapat dilihat rumah papan yang dibina di atas kaki pajang. Budaya majmuk, keajaiban alam semula jadi, bandaraya yang besar dan banyak pulau yang indah permai ialah keistimewaan negara yang indah ini. Penduduk Malaysia kebanyakannya ialah orang Melayu, diikuti oleh orang Cina dan India. Budaya majmuk telah banyak mempengaruhi seni bina dan budaya negara ini. Dicerminkan menerusi kaum dan warisan yang pelbagai. Banyak tokoh yang berani dan mulia adalah berasal dari Malaysia. Pada November 2006, Datuk Muhammad bin Ismail telah dianugerahi hadiah kedamaian Gusi untuk hal ehwal keagamaan dan kemanusiaan. Dan bekas Perdana Menteri Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad telah dicalonkan untuk hadiah kedamaian Nobel 2007. Disebabkan oleh kegairahan orang yang ingin mendapat makrifat, Mahaguru Qinghai telah menerima undangan mereka yang ikhlas dan berkunjung ke Malaysia untuk beberapa kali. Sekarang kami menjemput anda untuk mengikuti suatu temu ramah dengan Mahaguru Qinghai oleh seorang wartawan bertajuk Kelahiran Semula Memang Wujud pada 23 Februari 1992 di Malaysia.
Supreme Master Qinghai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, well, you see, it's just that I've been very interested in matters concerning meditation, you see, and I know nothing about what sort of a method, for instance, that you teach, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy. My disciple can tell you also.
In fact, at first, I did not think of any questions which I wanted to ask you, you see, because I said I never met you, and all I wanted was just to meet you. I just wanted perhaps to have a general discussion with you about meditation. A lot of teachers, they say there are certain methods of meditation, you see. But for instance, somebody like Krishnamurti,
I also read his book.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes.
Before you went to the Himalayas?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I also study different viewpoints and to see which one is the most suitable for me.
I see.
So in this case, you also one of the seekers. You like to examine each different school thoughts, and then you see which one you like best.
Not really lah. You see, it's not like doing window shopping or something.
Not that.
Yes,
but before we really decide
yes,
something, it's kind of preparation somehow.
Yes.
You get in touch with this person or this philosophy.
Yes.
Somehow naturally will come to you, and then one day you realize, oh, this one I like.
Yes.
I think sometimes God or Buddha arrange for us, for different person, different way.
Yes.
For one person, he will just directly guide him to one master, and for the other person who is having more kind of inquiring mind, then he will send him different books or different philosophy. a different master, and then he will choose.
I see.
Yeah.
Krishnamurti said that it is possible for one to be one's own teacher
Yes.
and one's own disciple. You
Right.
see.
Yeah.
So,
That's what he said, yes.
Yes, yes. So I would like to ask you, what do you understand by this?
Yeah. Well, he has his own opinion
Yes,
and
yes.
freedom to express what
Yes,
he
yes.
wants. And I guess maybe for him it's all right.
Yes, yes.
But it might not be all right for everyone.
Yes.
And if he thinks he's a genius, or he
Yes.
might have proved himself to be a genius,
Yes,
then he
yes.
doesn't need master.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
it might be okay.
Yes.
But mostly of us, we need some guidance, not
Uh-huh.
master or teacher. It's just
Yes,
people call
yes.
them master or teacher
Yes,
by
yes.
the name of our language only.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
it should be a friend or a guide,
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
that's right.
one that accompany you during some journey.
Yes, yes.
Just like if you want to climb mountain, you have to take somebody who knows. Maybe
Yes,
your
yes.
friends or anyone
Yes,
who
yes.
knows the road.
Yes,
So you
yes.
won't lose a lot of time and lost yourself and maybe get into danger by
Yes,
not
yes.
knowing the tricks of the road or some dangerous part or the kind of trap somewhere. That's all.
Yes, yes.
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 So a road to other planets.
Mm-hmm.
I said it very blankly that
Uh-huh.
the road to the inner,
Yes, yes.
inner consciousness or inner
Uh-huh.
levels of understanding and level of achievement
Mhm.
is also full of troubles
Yes.
and tricks and dangers. And if you do not have someone who knows the road to let you, and you might waste a lot of time and maybe you don't find it. Or
Mhm.
maybe you come into some dangerous situation in which you alone cannot get out.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, in this case, you need a teacher. If you can go alone, fine. Nobody could tell you what to do.
So would you say that having a teacher is helpful but not compulsory?
I think for most cases it is compulsory.
Compulsory.
Just like we
Yes.
have to learn English by
Yes,
a teacher,
yes. Uh-huh.
or we must even anything, mathematics, anything, or piano, anything. To have a teacher is maybe more appropriate
Yes.
and more fast.
Yes.
Yes.
But what if somebody say does not have the good fortune not to come across a good teacher? Would
Yeah.
you say that such a person is beyond hope?
No, not truly. But he
Uh-huh.
might not have wanted one.
Uh-huh.
Not everybody wants to learn English like
Yes.
you.
Yes.
He is contented to speak Malaysian
Yes.
language or Chinese.
Yes.
He
Yes.
did not feel the need for further expanding his knowledge.
Yes, I would say that that is true in most cases. A lot of people, they don't want to meditate.
Yeah,
It's
don't
as-
want to get enlightenment. They're
Yes,
contented.
yes.
So
Yes,
why
yes.
not?
It's as simple as that. But let's say supposing somebody who's a serious inquirer, no?
Yeah.
But yet he does not want to be influenced by anybody,
Yes.
including a great teacher. Although he's familiar, let's say, with these teachings of the various teachers, would you say that it is extremely difficult for such a person to find enlightenment by himself or herself?
Difficult?
Yes,
Yes. I would say so.
you would say so.
I would say so. Yes.
Why?
Why? Because most of us are already influenced
Yes.
by all kind of thoughts and society's customs
Mm.
and prejudice.
yes.
Understand? Now
Yes,
it is
yes.
hard to know which one is right, which one is wrong.
Yes, yes.
And suppose somebody already knows,
Mm.
yeah, and he just tell you, and you say, yeah. It's not that you are not able to find. It's just
Yes.
sometimes you need someone else who knows already to confirm
Yes.
your understanding,
Uh-huh.
so you feel safer.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, you experiment. It takes too long, and our life is too short. That's all. If you
Uh-huh.
can live for a few hundred years, maybe
Yes.
you arrive alone.
Yes, yes.
But even then, we are never alone. You see,
Uh-huh,
if you
yes.
say you know many teachers
Yes.
and you know many kind of philosophies,
Yes,
then
yes.
already you are influenced.
Yes, yes.
And then you are influenced maybe from too many school of thoughts,
Uh-huh.
and that might be even more troublesome for you.
I see. So would you say that you are teaching people a shortcut to enlightenment?
Yes, there are many kind of
Yes,
cuts,
yes.
no? Even typing.
Yes. But I mean, in the context of what we have discussed, you said that somebody who does not want a teacher, more likely than not, he would require a longer time, right, to reach enlightenment. Perhaps,
maybe if he even arrive there at all.
Yes, maybe, yes. So perhaps, I wouldn't say for sure, he would do that. So you think that in such a case, a teacher is very beneficial?
Very, very beneficial. Very necessary.
I see. So I would like to know what are your views on meditation? Because as you said, different teachers, they have their different perhaps interpretations.
Yes. What is my meditation?
Yes.
Right. Our meditation consisted of a few disciplines. Yeah.
Yes.
First is we must have love for our life. This is very preliminary. First, and then we go high.
Yes.
It means we don't kill, and not indirectly even.
Yes.
Not even to eat meat. So to encourage people to kill life.
Yes.
Because we think we are life ourselves, and we want life eternal. And if we cut short any life, that means we harm the unity of life, and we harm ourselves.
Yes.
So we try not to harm life by also making an example of love. We expand our love to animals, to plants even. But we just have to eat some plants in order to survive. So that's the least, the minimum suffering. Animal, they suffer more. Plant, they have less feeling. Okay, that is the basic thing.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer. Stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years. Higher IQ, saves 70% of a total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming. Uses 4.5 times less land to grow food. Conserves up to 70% clean water. Saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land. Free up 760 million tons of grain every year, or half the world's grain supply. Consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production. Reduces pollution from untreated animal waste. Maintains cleaner air. Saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year. Stop 80% of global warming. Plus more. Save your life. Be veg. Go green.
And then we keep the precepts in order to preserve the old tradition and the nice order of the society. It's like we keep only one wife or one husband, faithful, and we don't take other people's property, even a flower, if it's not given to us. We protect other people's properties in that case, And also we earn our honest money. We don't rely on anyone else to give us things like that. It's like our monks, we work also for our own money. We don't take drugs, we don't take alcohol, or watch those kind of sexual film and things like that. Anything just to keep the good order of society and a basic moral standard for our children also to learn. Then we have meditation later.
Yes.
Then the meditation consisted of have to have a master to have the inner power, not the technique, the inner power to transmit this to you, to awaken your own Buddha nature, your own God's power.
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol: 2.3 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of alcohol-related illnesses: $186.4 billion in the United States. Up to $210 to $665 billion globally.
Disease.
Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum. Liver disease. Cardiovascular disease. Metal toxicity. Brain damage. Amnesia and dementia. Brain shrinkage.
Organ failure, heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects. Children afflicted by anxiety and depression, mental retardation, fetal alcohol syndrome, stunted growth, facial deformity, sudden infant death syndrome, miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence. Child abuse, 50% of cases. Violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases. Violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases. Suicides, 20 to 50% of cases. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of smoking-related illnesses, $96 billion in the United States alone. Light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure. Cancer. Mouth, liver, breast, and colorectal cancer. Lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidney cancer, bladder cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis, stroke, impotence. Additional harms for secondhand smoking. Childhood arteriosclerosis leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome. Infertility, miscarriages, and premature deliveries. Childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection. Cleft lip or palate. Hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys. Circulatory problems in women. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Is that what is referred to as the initiation?
The initiation, yes.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, if you found all this already, you're ready for this, then we tell you when you meditate, if you see something, or how you feel something, or if you develop to a certain extent, what must you pay attention? What must you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where you go now, or how you develop, or what kind of attention you should pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is no technique actually, just the inner realization, and you know it when you meditate, and you know it after initiation, and you will see heavens, or you see light, beautiful light. God is light, Buddha is light. You see all the Buddha statues, they have lights, you see. So when you see light, you know that you are near the Buddhahood, near Buddha nature, near your own Buddha nature. Not that you worship any other Buddha or worship any master, no. You know you are Buddha slowly, and you don't need to worship, because Buddha and you, Buddha. Why should the Buddhas worship a Buddha? Yeah, you yourself also a master by some degree. Just you have forgotten, and now I remind you again. And you will develop and you realize who you are. So that's our meditation.
You said you don't really call it a technique, you see, right? But then how is it that in some of the literature I come across, there's this reference to this Guan Yin method?
Yeah, well, we have to say something.
Oh, I see.
Well, in order to let people have some idea that they would come for something. Otherwise, if I say there's nothing, how can they understand me?
Yes.
Just like when you love somebody, right? You love a girl or a boy, and you say to him, I love you, this is my love. And then you have to give him a rose or give her a jewelry, something. It's not the love that's the diamond, it is your love. So you have to express it in such a way.
I see.
Because the love cannot be expressed. So you have to show it somehow, or you marry her. Not because you marry that you can love her, or you love her after marriage, but you show it only.
So, so would you say that the key factor in what you are saying is this practice of meditation, not a method or a technique, but to seriously channel one's energy into meditation?
Yes. Huh?
Some sort of like self-realization.
Yes. You awaken your own power and then knowing it and use it instead of praying to God and it never happened.
Yes.
You awaken your God and ask Him what to do because you are God. If you're not awakened, even there is 1,000 God exists there. What is the use for you?
Yes.
If you don't have any power inside and you cannot decide what to do and you cannot have a wisdom to know which course is right for you in your daily life and benefit your daily life and benefit the society even, what good is it 1,000 Buddhas sitting there?
Yes.
Therefore Buddhas are there, Buddha, and we are we. We cannot do anything. We pray and nobody here because we don't know we have the Buddha inside. The only Buddha is useful is our own. Wake him up and he work. Buddha is not for worship, it's for use. It's to benefit mankind and to ourselves. And if we awaken it up, we don't need to pray to anyone because Buddha is here. We make our own Buddha, we make God according to our level. If we rise up to here, we think, oh, God is intelligent, God is wisdom. And we rise up a little bit, we say, oh, God is even more, God includes love. And then you rise up and say, oh, God, I cannot say, oh, God is everything. So God is your own making. Buddha is also.
I see. So would you say that this diligence in practice is extremely important in meditation? Because like you said, people some are different levels, some are a bit more serious and some are not and all that, you see.
Yes, but we can reach all if we are diligent. And also we have to be sincere and not just to sit there. We truly want to sit, we truly want to find our own power in order to help us and help our friends, society. Then it comes.
But not because of any motive. Some people would say, no, I want to practice meditation because I want to achieve enlightenment.
Yeah.
Would you say that that kind of thinking is an obstacle rather than an aid in enlightenment? I know there's a personal motive involved, you see, saying that I want to achieve enlightenment.
It depends, language can never express what people think inside. Some people say, I want to achieve enlightenment, but they don't really mean that. And some people don't say it, but they mean to. And some people say, I want, but the way they want it is obstructing them. Other people also say, I want enlightenment, but they won't feel obstacles. It depends on how the person feel in the mind. It's not that they want. There's so many degrees of want. So I cannot really say black and white. But sometimes I would say to the disciple, or in some lecture, I say, well, if you just keep wanting enlightenment, then that will obstruct you. But that is for that person only, or that group only, for that time and that day only. You understand?
Yes.
The living teaching is a master.
Yes.
Yeah, therefore you need a master also to see if he can do it, I can.
Yes,
yeah, we tend to
learn by example.
Yeah, learn by examples. Yes. So I think either case is okay, no? We cannot force people just to study the theory and not to study the example. They choose, you see.
Yes.
Even though I have rules and regulations, but that is only guidelines. And not to bind people, you must do this only and nothing else.
A friend of mine had a question related to reincarnation. I know nothing about reincarnation. Anyway, I just asked the question on my friend's behalf to see what are your views on reincarnation? Is it a fact?
Yeah, reincarnation, I have talked a lot about it. And it is a fact. And it's very logical. Because just like we accumulate too many experiences, and then we want to live out these experiences, or we want to finish certain desires, or certain design, or certain dream, or certain project in this life, because through accumulation and learning and expression, exchanging with each other. We have so many experience and many things we want to do. And then suddenly we die. Yeah, the body changes into another dimension, or we might go to another body immediately. Yeah, okay. These experience, these desires, and these projects must be carried out because we have the computer to register things inside here. And that is not a material computer. It's a kind of electronic, a higher electronic. Higher electronic. In our society, we also have electronic things. For example, you can sit here and have a remote control of all your lights in the house, or your telephone, or your doors, your garage, and your TV, right? Now, our mind belongs to a higher order of electronic. So it doesn't have a shape. Yeah, inside we have shape of the brain, but that is not all. The brain is not all. We have a higher electronic computer or kind of device which can register everything we want or we know and we see. Now it has to act out. That's how we learn to be human, and that's how each person different from each other. One learns more, one learns less. You see? Otherwise, how do you explain everybody born the same with two eyes, one nose, and why he's more stupid, why he's more intelligent, and why he's more moral and the other one are more wicked? Yeah? Because of different learning and experience. So now, this learning and experience stay in the air somewhere, or we can say in our computer, electronics. And then now, if it doesn't stay in our body after we're gone, then it stays somewhere in the atmosphere. Now, our soul, the everlasting one, always will go and attach the one that we accumulate. And go to our computer. Just like you go to your car that you have spent a lot of time and money and love to buy.
Yes, yes.
Why should you go to other people's car? It's the one you buy that you go to. Similarly, the experience is the one that you like or not like, that you want to experience. So you will go to that, and then you're born again.
I see.
Yeah, the everlasting never born, it's just kind of a weakness to all this. But the electronics will get reborn and refueled or discarded accordingly. That's what we call karma.
I see.
Yeah, it's the law of take and give. Yeah, knowing and experiencing, accumulating and exercising out. Cause and retribution. Just like you plant an apple tree, then you get apple.
I see.
You plant the orange tree, you get orange. That's the law of physics. So when we live in this physical world, we have to be under the law of physics.
Yes.
And that is all, okay? The electronics. But we can go above that and leave everything else. Dump in a garbage. If it's not used, the electronic computer is no use. It cannot harm you, it cannot dictate anything to you. You don't need to know what's inside. So you can leave it. You are liberated. If you want that, we can do it. And that's the process of initiation.
I see.
I take all your computer and push the button, erase everything. So you don't have to come back again. You have nothing waiting for you in the computer to work again. You change your job. You get another higher computer up there, a higher kind of education.
I see.
As long as you stay in elementary school, you need all your elementary textbooks. But once you go to high school, all that you have learned, you can dump it in somewhere or keep it.
I see.
You don't need to use it. So that's initiation that helps people if they want to be liberated from this world or the cycle of experience and recumulating things. That is reincarnation. And if you don't want it, you get out. But you must know how. It's not easy to erase something when you accumulate for many thousand years and then just erase it. You must know how. It's like a computer. If you don't know how to erase it, even if you record only one lesson, you could not even take it off and make it clear like nothing.
I see.
Okay?
I see.
So initiation is something powerful.
I see.
It is the kind of invisible techniques to erase the karma, the cause of reincarnation, the cause, the experience that will be waiting for you for the next life. If you don't have it, you have no reason to go back.
You see, you mentioned this computer. Is it something like the collective consciousness of humanity? I mean, human beings have lived in this world for perhaps, I don't know how long, maybe 1 million years. This computer that you talked about, is it something to do with the collective consciousness of humanity that one must get out of it?
One must
get out of this collective consciousness of humanity. Is that what you mean by karma? No? The collective consciousness of humanity.
Collective consciousness of humanity, that is a collective karma. Yeah, the big bundle of karma. Everyone shares something in a very general pattern. But there is individual karma, which you yourself like and dislike, your own judgment. That is individual. That makes you reincarnate. Yeah? To fulfill your desire, to finish your projects, to experience what you wanted to know that you did not have chance in the last body. Yeah?
You see, these many religions talk about good and evil. In your teachings, is good and evil. How do you explain it?
Well, good and evil, very easy. What benefit you and other is good. What harm you or harm others or harm both is bad. It's very easy. Try to be good and avoid bad. But it's relative, only as much as you can. But again, you have to see into the details. So it's not easy to just say this is good, this is evil like that. But general term like that. Don't do to others what you don't like to be done to yourself. They're very simple. Yes. Therefore, in this aspect, we don't eat meat because of that also. Because we also don't like to get killed or get hurt. Therefore, we grant that freedom to the animals. Yeah. Not that you eat vegetarian, then you can become Buddha. No. And the cows also eat vegetarian. They never become Buddha. It's just the principle of love that you deliberately want to save lives because you love it. Okay?
I see.
So in that case, we are the example of what we teach. So my teaching is like every other ancient teaching. Like Buddha, they say you don't kill. And Jesus also say you don't kill lives. In the Bible, it's full of saying you don't eat meat, you don't drink wine, you don't kill lives. But people ignore it. Maybe they just read and they don't really understand.
I see.
Vegetarianism in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth, there are innumerable evil demons, monsters, and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksiti Sutra. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious. Thus, delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksiti Sutra.
Gaudai. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adalila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutrakatanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure, the supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
So you think some people can want to be good but still be very mediocre, not like what you said, does not want higher wisdom.
Well, good have many levels also.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What can you define by good?
Yes, yes.
If you love your neighbor, you love your children, then you are a good father,
Yes,
a
yes.
good neighbor. If you love your country, you do your duty, then you're a good citizen. If you help your brothers and sisters, then you are a good brother.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
But if you help the whole human beings,
Yes.
you enlighten them all, teach
Yes.
them the moral and don't harm the others, then you are a good word teacher.
Yes, yes.
And if you are good, you can teach the men and devas,
Yes,
the men
yes.
in heaven, and teach many galaxies,
yes.
many planets together. Then you are a good universal teacher. So good has many levels.
I
It
see.
depends on which level you choose to be good.
So in your case, I'm trying to understand why you are what you are. See, you sort of demand the highest excellence. You see.
Sure,
Yes.
I demand higher excellence. Yes, because my people, they want not to be only an ordinary good person, but they want to be a saint. So a saint has a better good level, has a
Yes.
different good level. He has to be worthy to be called a saint or a bodhisattva in Buddhist. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But anyhow, a good saint is also a good human being. He included that.
Yes,
And a good
yes.
human being is not necessary to be a good saint.
Yes.
Just like a professor in the university, he can also be a good elementary teacher. But
Yes,
an
yes.
elementary teacher cannot be a good university professor.
I heard that in your teachings, in this meditation, there are states when one can see light and hear various sounds. You
Yes,
see.
yes, yes.
And that seems to me kind of a contradiction. You see, No.
The silence of the mind and then sound and all that. Too noisy, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, I may tell you. The sounds
Yes.
that doesn't hurt the ears, that is totally silent,
Yes.
that is called a silent sound. It's contradictory, but it happens.
Yes.
Yeah, and the more you listen to that, the more quiet your mind becomes. Quiet doesn't mean empty of anything, but
Yes,
quiet
yes.
of unnecessary burdens, quiet of unnecessary prejudice, quiet of all kind of nonsense and desires and craving for impossible things. But quiet in order to be able to be of service, quiet in order to have intelligence, the pure intelligence to appear. And then you can use that pure intelligence to do service to yourself. And go to heaven, go to hell, liberate people. Be a good person of society. Be a good teacher of mankind. Be a good teacher to your own self. Quiet doesn't mean empty. If it's empty, then I don't need to meditate.
Yes.
It's not like a gurk that you take everything out and it's empty. Then it's no use.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Kami berasa gembira dapat bersama anda dalam episod kata-kata hikmat hari ini. Bersamalah kami lagi esok untuk bahagian kedua, kelahiran semula memang wujud. Seterusnya ialah teknologi zaman keemasan, sejurus selepas berita yang wajar diberi perhatian. Sila teruskan bersama Supreme Master Television. Semoga kebijaksanaan Tuhan sentiasa membimbing anda dalam hidup. It has been a pleasure to have you join us for today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Join us again tomorrow for part 2 of Reincarnation is the Fact. Golden Age Technology is up next, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May the wisdom of heaven guide your every step through life.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW